Hello students, in previous video we have seen can matter change its state. In this video we will see chapter 1 matter in our surroundings, which is the last part of this lesson. Students, have you ever wondered how do wet clothes get dry? When you hang them out like this, where does the water in the clothes go? It goes into the air as water vapor. So, water is changing its state from liquid to gas. Liquid to gas. You may already know that changing the state from liquid to gas is known as boiling. So, is the water in this clothes boiling? Obviously not. Then what is the process known as? This process is called evaporation. That will be the topic for this video. Evaporation. For the example of evaporation is drying of clothes. Let's look at some other example, everyday examples of evaporation.
Start.
Can you identify what is the evaporation in the pictures here? The first picture, the puddles of water found on the road after rain disappear after some time. Why? Because the water evaporates, the liquid water changes into water vapor. The second picture, we know that the perfume bottle should be closed tightly because if it is left open for the long time, the perfume will be disappear. Since perfume evaporates quickly, the liquid perfume changes to perfume vapors. The third picture, the sweat from our body evaporates and helps to cool down our body. The fourth picture, the water evaporates from the seas and oceans, and this water vapor rises up and forms clouds and come down later as rain or snow. So, the water cycle works with the help of evaporation. Let's compare boiling and evaporation. Examples of boiling are boiling of water or boiling of milk. What is common to boiling and evaporation? In both of these, liquid state changing into vapor state. Liquid state changing into vapor state. Now, what do you think other differences here? The first difference is based on temperature. First difference is based on temperature. Now, which one needs a higher temperature, boiling or evaporation? Evaporation. This answer is boiling. Boiling takes place at or above a fixed temperature known as the boiling point. Example, boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius. For example, The boiling point of water is 100 degrees Celsius, but evaporation can take place at any temperature below the boiling point. So, water in the lakes, rivers, puddles and our clothes can evaporate at any temperature below 100 degrees Celsius. The next important difference is boiling is a bulk phenomenon. Boiling is a bulk phenomenon. And evaporation is a surface phenomena. Now, what do these terms mean? Here we are trying to take a look where exactly in the liquid the process is taking place. Bulk phenomenon means the entire liquid is trying to boil. Bulk phenomenon means the entire liquid is trying to boil. As you can see here, the entire water is trying boil at the same time. So, boiling is the bulk phenomena. But in evaporation, only in the water molecule surface of the liquid are changing to water state. So, evaporation is taking place only on the surface of the liquid. Hence, evaporation is the surface phenomena. And boiling is the bulk phenomena. Only those particles that have enough kinetic energy, that is the energy of motion, can escape from the surface and evaporate. The next difference is based on time. Which process do you think is faster? Answer: boiling is the rapid process. Boiling is the rapid process, but evaporation is a slow process. And thankfully, otherwise on a hot summer day, all the ponds and the lakes would evaporate or disappear. For example, if you boil 100 milliliter of water, it's probably going to change into vapor in minutes. But if you take 100 milliliter of water, in just let it to be and evaporate, it's probably going to take hours. The last difference is evaporation causes a cooling effect, but boiling does not change a cooling effect. Evaporation causes a cooling effect, but boiling does not cause a cooling effect. Does not cause a cooling effect. We will talk more about the cooling effects later in the video. Let's place the 4 differences between the boiling and evaporation on our concept board. Now, let's look at the factors affecting the rate of evaporation. Factors affecting the rate of evaporation. That means of fast evaporation is taking place. To discuss these factors, we are going to use these 2 identical shirts taken out from the washing machine. So, they are equally wet. Now, let's hang one shirt in a crushed way like this, and the other shirt is in a spread out manner like this. Which shirt do you think will dry first? The answer is it's going to be the blue shirt, because from our experience we know that more is spread out the clothes, the faster they dry. So, increasing the surface area increase the rate of evaporation. Since liquid molecules get more area to evaporate. Now, let's spread out both the shirt in the same way. Let's see, wet the yellow shirt out in a hot summer, and the other blue shirt is kept in a cold winter. Which shirt will dry first? The answer, yellow shirt. The higher the temperature, higher will be the rate of evaporation. Now, why is that? Because higher temperature means that the average kinetic energy of the water particles in this yellow shirt is more than this blue shirt. So, more number of water particles have enough kinetic energy to change it. Vapor stay and evaporate in this yellow shirt. As compared to this blue shirt, the 2 shirts are kept in the same temperature. But one there is a lot of wind, and one shirt there is no wind. Which one do you think will dry first? It's going to be the blue shirt getting more wind. Now, why is that? Because with increase in wind speed, the water vapor will move away with the wind. So, that decreases the amount of water vapor in these surroundings for this blue shirt. And so, the rate of evaporation increases. You might have done this before. We put clothes under the fan for them to dry faster. Now, if the 2 shirts are kept the same temperature, but this yellow shirt in a place where humidity is low, and the other blue shirt in a place where humidity is high. First, let's understand the meaning of humidity. The meaning of humidity means the amount of water vapor present in the air. At a particular temperature, the air can hold only a certain amount of water. So, which one do you think will dry first? It's one whether humidity is low, this yellow shirt, because whether humidity high like this one, the air doesn't want more water vapor from your shirt. So, lesser the humidity, the rate of evaporation is going to be higher. Let's place the 4 factors affecting the rate of evaporation. 4 factors affecting the rate of evaporation. First, temperature. Second, wind speed. Third, surface area. Fourth, humidity. Now, let's talk more about this point. Evaporation causes cooling. Let's talk about this point. Causes cooling effect. Now, let's talk about this point. I am sure you experienced cooling due to evaporation. Can you give me some examples? When you go to the doctor for vaccination, the doctor cleans your hand by putting spirit. Doesn't your hand feel cool? Now, why is that? Because the spirit quickly evaporates from your hand and makes it feel cool. Another example is when you are running or exercising, our body naturally sweats. The water droplets evaporates from our body and helps cooling down. So, sweating is our body natural mechanism to make us feel cooler. Now, let's analyze why evaporation causes cooling. During evaporation, the liquid is changing into gas. The liquid is changing into gas. For example, the sweat water droplets changing into water vapor. Sweat water droplets change into water vapor. To do this, they need to observe energy. They need to observe energy. From the these surroundings is a body. In this case, the heat energy needed for the state change from liquid to gas is known as latent heat. Latent heat. So, during evaporation, heat energy is absorbed from the surroundings, giving rise to cooling effect. Students, I hope the concept of evaporation is clear to you. Now, I would encourage you to look around in your everyday lives and see what examples evaporation you can find. For your homeworks, multiple choice questions from 1 to 13 and Very short answer type questions 1 to 20. This write and learn it. Thank you.